Come, let us savor tantric chanting and effortless meditation. A life squandered in greed and competitiveness leads neither to peace nor fulfillment. Let us chant. All I have and crave I give to all. All I have and crave I give to all. All I have and crave I give to all. Let us now practice wisdom's warm-up. Rather than indulge or controlling tendencies, love of follies of active visualization, emotion, magic, and belief, we could just recite these wise words in harmony with our breathing and allow our subconscious to do the heavy lifting. If you wish to chant with me, join me on the clock app. Let us therefore sidestep the rigidity that confuses metaphors or statements literal, and instead relax into the flexibility that savors the chants explaining metaphors as similes. Let us bring the circumstantial into the paths of impermanence and interdependence. Or simply put, let us bring the circumstantial into the path of wisdom. May we see how all circumstances or lots could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this body or form. Let us silently and mentally recite the six-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted. During our inhalation, let us silently and mentally recite watch, lots, melt into form. Let's try this again. Let's see here. Instead, we're going to silently and mentally recite all lots, melt into form. And so we are tapping into our inherent self-centeredness, but in a very constructive way. We turn our attention now to the physical. I'm going to hit insert symbol. There we go. And I'm going to hit copy. All bodies or forms could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this communication or speech. All forms melt into speech. All interpersonal communication or speech could be as impermanent and interdependent as if it could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this mind. All speech melts into mind. And we're going to add an S here. All lucid perceiving, emoting, intending, thinking, recalling. And imagining minds could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into our vast empty void. Like the illusion of the infinite outer sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which although tantalizing to the eye could be not graspable to the hand. Having warmed up, we now proceed to our first of two exercises of bliss and letting go, known in Sanskrit as Anu Yoga and in Tibetan as Tikle. This particular exercise is known in English as calling the Lama from afar, and in Tibetan as Lama Khyendo. Our job is not to believe. Our job is not to visualize. If you have the opportunity to join me on the Clock app, or when you join me on the Clock app, you'll see there's two images. The bottom image is comprised of brass, and it represents us, the meditator. The top image represents the teacher or the teachings. The phrase we're going to chant is Lama come to pay crown. So pay is the one-syllable mantra or seed mantra that is a shortcut for the crown. And when we recite it, we raise our hand overhead like we're raising a question in grammar school, and we snap our fingers once. Let's do this right now. Lama come to pay. Let's try this again. Lama come to pay crown. Lama come to pay crown. Lama come to pay crown. And now we move from bliss and letting go to awareness and letting go, wherein we slice through the obscuring emotions of hope and fear and pushing and pulling and dread and desire. How do we do that? Simple. Instead of wasting our energy analyzing and focusing, we simply cooperate with our autonomic nervous system. How do we do that? Easy. Every time we feel air enter our nostrils, silently and mentally we recite the verb watch. And every time we feel air exit our nostrils, silently and mentally we recite the verb rest. Simply by watching and resting in harmony with our breathing, we will quickly master the Buddha's path. You might also find it helpful to rest the great knuckle at the base of your right index finger upon the tip, of your left index finger, palms up in your lap. Oh, so greasy. We come now to our second set of bliss and letting go. Known as blending with the teacher's mind, or Lama no jour. If you are watching or if you're participating on the Tube app, you'll notice once again two images. The brass one represents the meditator, you and me, and the red image represents either the teacher or the teachings, whichever you feel most comfortable with. We're going to chant the 6 syllables Lama blend with this mind. 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 As we feel our lungs swell with air, silently and mentally we recite the verb watch. As we feel our chest sink ever so slightly during our exhalation, silently and mentally we recite the verb rest. You might find it helpful to rest the great knuckle at the base of your right middle finger upon the tip of your left middle finger, palms up in your lap. Let us chant an explanation of this 10-syllable mantra. Umamachatara, the swift and courageous, with Tutara you drive away all fears. Heroine with Ture, fulfilling all names with Soha, may all be as beneficial as you. We come now to Tokal's Love and Letting Go, known in Sanskrit as Mahayoga. We're going to leap over jealousy's mental obscurations to omniscience. So we will explain the metaphor and then practice it. May all minds of all beings now be as joyfully enlightened as the mind of a real or imagined Buddha, symbolized by a bija one syllable seed mantra tamotic clay drop. Let's see here. So the 6-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted would be the silent and mental recitation of the words bija wise as we breathe in, and the silent and mental recitation of the words for all minds as we breathe out. No, Virginia, our job is not to believe or emote or visualize. Our job is simple. We passively recite these words as we inhale, as we exhale. And on second thought, so never mind, let's stick this. We passively recite these words as we inhale and as we exhale. That's it. Now, what gets interesting, during our inhalation, we recite all 6 syllables. Bija wise for all minds. During our exhalation, we physically relax as best we can while chanting this 10-syllable mantra 4 times per breath for a total of 8 breaths. Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha. What's really cool is that as we relax into the recitation of the mantra, it could feel as if blessing rays were emitting from each of our 64,000 pores, lavishing all beings everywhere with blessings. Do we believe that? No. Do we visualize that? No. We just recite and relax and enjoy the sensations. Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha. It may be easier for you to follow along if you join me on the clock app. Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha. Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha, Om tare du dare duri soha. tare du dare du re soha. Om 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 tare du dare du re soha. Let us now shift gears. We now bring our all beings' experience of the interpersonal into the path of love. May all relationships, communication, or speech of all beings know be as peacefully loving as a real or imagined Buddha speech or communication symbolized by this horizontal 10-syllable mantra. What is the 6-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted? Mantra love for all speech. And now we come to mantra yoga. As we breathe in, silently and mentally recite the 6 syllables, mantra love for all speech. As we relax into our exhalation, we can chant the 10-syllable mantra 4 times per breath for a total of 8 breaths. Om Dare Du Dare Du Re Soha. 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 Om Om Dare Dure Soa. Now let us bring the experience of the physical into the path of love. May all bodies or forms of all beings now enjoy the beautiful health depicted in Buddha's statuary of the blissful body of a Devi or Yadam, an archetype of enlightenment such as Green Tara. What is the six-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted? Yadam health for all forms. And now for mantra yoga. As we breathe in, silently and mentally we could recite Yadam health for all forms. As we relax into our exhalation, we can chant the 10-syllable mantra 4 times per breath for a total of 8 breaths. Now, if this is your first time hanging out with me, please give yourself permission to have a learning curve. Life is full of stress. There's no need to compound our stress with needless perfectionism. I assure you, none of my students have been swallowed up by the earth for mispronouncing a mantra this week. Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa. Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa. Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa. Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa, Om Dare Dare Dure Soa. Let us bring our experience of the circumstantial into the path of love. May all circumstances or lots of all beings now have the safety, good fortune, or boon. As a Buddha's real or imagined paradise, pure land or vati. What is the 6-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted? Vati boon for all lots. As we breathe in, we could silently and mentally recite the entire 6-syllable synopsis Vati boon for all lots. As we relax into our exhalation, we can chant the 10-syllable mantra 4 times per breath for a total of 8 breaths. Om Tare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, 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 Om Tare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa. Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa. Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa. Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, 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 Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa. Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa. Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa, Om Dhare Nu Nane Nu Re Suwa. Let us perform the recitation of bodhicitta and refuge. In our compassion may we long to free all beings from the toxic tyranny of ever. Hating, craving, and clinging, metaphorically known as the 3 mental poisons. In our pragmatism may all liberation of all others be fueled by following the Buddha's example, applying his instructions, and cooperating with his students, described by the metaphor of the 3 wish-fulfilling jewels. Having sat for the better part of an hour, it could be invigorating to blend the verbal, the conversational recitation of the 8-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted with what I like to call spooky squat thrusts. Well, let's see here. Going to turn off the AC because I don't need that on my back. Gonna put my hair up because it's no fun pulling your own hair. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. Oof, here we go. I think it's easier if I just point this that way. Okay, here we go. half heel squat. May we full heel squat. Free all on the balls of the feet. V. 3 joules. All the way up at our tippy toes. Half heel squat. A wing. Full heel squat. Free all. On the balls of our feet. Through the 3 joules. Half heel squat. A wee. Full heel squat. Free all. Balls of our feet. Through the V. Three joules. Okay. Well, that was quite invigorating. Let us conclude by chanting the wishes for the preservation of the Buddha's teachings. May each meditation teacher truly understand the Buddha's teachings and practice master as well as teach them generously, lovingly, and wisely in the manner of centered spontaneity. May each meditation teacher spontaneously receive generous patrons, enthusiastic students, as well as devoted apprentices. And thus may many Dharma centers be successfully planted, nurtured, and supported. I think I'm going to change this. I think that's better. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 11 hours, I would very much like to return to tomorrow's dawn meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.